Neon dripping from tall glass towers, long shadows crossing silent avenues. Warm air rolling between the rows of buildings, taxis sliding slowly past red signals. The night spreads wide across the skyline like dark velvet, every window glowing faint as scattered gold. Footsteps echo soft on the corner pavement, distant laughter floating above the street. Somewhere a subway hums beneath the city veins, low metal rhythm under restless stone. A breeze carries faint music through an open doorway, mixing with the murmur of late night talk. Headlights stretch thin silver rivers on the asphalt, winding along the curves of empty roads. The whole city feels like a quiet breathing body, alive beneath the calm of midnight hours. Thoughts drift freely under these glowing towers, nothing urgent, pulling the heart away. Just a steady rhythm of lights and movement, and the quiet comfort of wandering through it all. Yeah.
Glow in the skyline, glow in the blue night, slow through the neon, glow, glow, glow bright. Glow in the skyline, glow till dawn light, move through the silence, glow, glow, glow bright.
Street corners shimmer under rows of lamps, storefront signs humming in faded colors. Reflections ripple across rain-washed sidewalks like moving stars scattered on stone. A bus rolls slow through the quiet district, windows dim behind the passing glass. The driver watching empty intersections change color, red to green in silent sequence. Somewhere a rooftop holds two figures speaking low, their voices carried gently by the wind. A stray cat crosses the narrow alley between buildings, vanishing into deeper shadow. Every light feels like a small story burning quietly, every passing step leaves a moment behind. The night turns ordinary streets into something wider, something calm and strangely alive. And beneath the glow of the endless windows, the mind begins to wander slowly.
Glow in the skyline, glow in the blue night, slow through the neon, glow, glow, glow bright. Glow in the skyline, glow till dawn light, move through the silence, glow, glow, glow bright.
Yeah. Far above the avenues, the sky opens dark and endless. A few faint stars hiding behind the glow. The city breathes beneath the electric horizon, towers rising like quiet mountains of glass. Traffic murmurs distant beyond the sleeping blocks, the sound fading like waves along the shore. Every building holds quiet lives behind its windows, stories drifting through the warm night air. And walking through the glow of scattered lights, the heart finds a strange kind of calm.
Glow in the skyline, glow in the blue night, slow through the neon, glow, glow, glow bright. Glow in the skyline, glow till dawn light, move through the silence, glow, glow, glow bright.
Morning waits somewhere beyond the dark towers, pale gray resting behind the eastern streets. The first quiet hint of dawn touches the skyline gently, soft light replacing the neon glow. Yet the calm of the night remains inside the chest, like a memory carried through daylight hours. And even as the city returns crowded rhythm, those glowing streets stay somewhere in the mind.
Glow in the skyline, glow in the blue night, slow through the neon, glow, glow, glow bright. Glow in the skyline, glow till dawn light, move through the silence, glow, glow, glow bright. Glow through the skyline, glow when night flows, slow through the city, glow, glow, glow slow. Whoa.
White hush resting on the rail outside the window, dim glass holding the blur of a sleeping street. Rooftops wearing a pale and weightless silence, every chimney breathing soft and incomplete. The room is warm with a logo lamp beside me, old floorboards keeping secrets in their grain. The kettle sighs once in the far end of the kitchen, then the stillness gathers up again. The air feels slow like time forgot its hurry, every second falling light as dust. Somewhere far away, a car moves through the midnight, and fades as if the dark refused to fuss. I watch the world grow softer at the edges, every hard line turning mild and deep. All the noise from earlier hours dissolving, folding itself into a quieter sleep. There is a kind of mercy in this dimness, a kind of peace in the way the world goes small. No sharp demand, no voice that needs an answer, only the breath between the walls. And in that breath I hear the heart more clearly, low and warm beneath the quiet blue. Not racing now, not trying to run anything, only keeping time with something true. The window gathers silver from the street lamps, the curtain sways with one thin thread of air. And all at once, the dark feels less like absence, more like a hand laid gently there. I let my thoughts move slowly through the silence, like paper lanterns crossing still black water. Each one carrying a little heat inside it, each one drifting farther, softer, calmer. No grand goodbye, no bright ecstatic ending, only this hush with its tender kind of glow. Only this late hour widening around me, teaching the chest a slower way to know.
Stay in the pale blue, stay till the night moves through. Soft in the hush, close in the view. Stay, stay, stay like a dream made true. Stay in the pale blue, stay where the dim lights bloom. Warm in the dark, deep in the room. Stay, stay, stay through the midnight moon.
Thin light gathers on the sill like quiet powder, the kind that makes the whole street seem unreal. Bare branches drawn in charcoal on the backdrop, every line softer than it used to feel. The houses down the block were muted halos, porch lamps glowing through a veil of white. A distant train cuts one silver note through silence, then leaves it hanging in the night. My hands rest still around a cooling cup now, steam rising like a thought I cannot name. Some things are better held without explaining, some things lose truth inside a frame. There was a time I chased each feeling harder, dragged every ache into the blaze of words. Now I know the deepest things arrive in quiet, not as thunder, more like wings of bird. More like the hush before a page gets turned, more like the warmth left in a woolen sleeve. More like a room that keeps a pulse inside it, long after footsteps choose to leave. I think about the lies behind these curtains, every low lamp burning for its own unseen reason, every chest keeping its own small weather, every soul moving through its private season.
Maybe that is why the hour feels holy,
not because it offers answers from above,
but because it shows how much can stay unspoken and still be full of love.
The street below looks wrapped in tender distance, even the shadows seem careful where they fall. And for a moment the world feels made of listening, as if the night could hear it all.
The sharpness in me loosens without warning, the old unrest grows thin around the seams, and what remains is something plain and steady, a small one current underneath the dream. A kind of trust that asks for nothing louder, no miracle, no sign in flashing gold, only the grace of letting silence hold me, only the courage to grow still instead of cold. Stay in the pale blue, stay till the night moves through. Soft in the hush, close in the view. Stay, stay, stay like a dream made true. Stay in the pale blue, stay where the dim lights bloom. Warm in the dark, deep in the room. Stay, stay, stay through the midnight moon.
Maybe peace is not a door flung open, maybe it is the narrowing of sound, the way the world turns down its bright insistence and leaves one living pulse around. Maybe healing is not loud or shiny, maybe it comes dressed in a quieter grace, in the softened outline of familiar objects, in the calm that settles on a place. I have
looked for it in crowded rooms before now, in voices rising in the rush of day, in every heart bright promise of becoming, and watched it turn and slip away.
But here it moves inside the slowest details, in the glass gone cool beneath my hand, in the soft weight of the blanket at my knees, in the dim lamp making gold of the stand, in the far off murmur of the sleeping city,
in the pause after the radiator sighs, in the almost soundless drift beyond the window, in the patience of the midnight skies. And I think the heart was built to learn from small things, from muted hours, from low and constant light, from all the ways the world grows kind in shadow, from all the tenderness inside the night. Not every longing needs a name to matter.
Warm light sliding across the floorboard slowly,
Then go resting on the edge of the barracks. Sparrows tracing circles over quiet rooftops. New air moving where the coat on spread. The room is plain but the field's full of breathing. A cup on the desk, a coat on the chair. Dust in the sun looks bright as tiny lanterns, turning all the silence into air. I used to hold my chest like a locked drawer, keep every pulse under layers and wire. Speak in a low voice, move like a shadow, hide every spark that hinted at fire. But something changed in the hush of these mornings. Not with a crash, not with a shout. More like a window giving way to daylight. More like a hell breath moving out. All the old breaks slowly lost its power. All the hard edges softened with time. And in the stillness I found a small courage, quiet and clear and fully mine. No crowd saw it, no bells rang for it, no bright parade came down my street. Only the world growing warmer around me, and my own pulse finding a steadier beat. Rising me, slow and sweet like a melody. Light in my chest, bright in my veins. Rising me, wash through the rain. Rising me, soft and wild like a memory. Oh, to my heart, stay and see it. Rising me, thin clouds drifting over the rooftops higher. Clean blue open and wide over town. Laundry moves with the wind on the balconies. All of the heavy things settling down. Laughter rolls out from a half-open window. Somebody hums while they water the plants. Life keeps speaking in small, easy languages. An ordinary grace with second chances. There is a kind of strength that never announces, never arrives with the glittering sound. It lives in the hand, reaching up toward daylight. It lives in the foot, touching solid ground. It lives in the way you keep going after the worst night. Still carrying warmth no one can see. Still finding room for a softer tomorrow. Still letting your own heart be free. I used to think change had to look like thunder, bright and sudden with the clear-cut line. Now I know it can move like a died in secret, low and patient and right on time. And all the small things started turning holy. Steam from a mug, sun on the wall, the first green edge in the city planter, the hush before a name or a call. Every detail said the same low promise. Every hour held one tender theme. And deep inside the ribs of the silence, I felt a new kind of song begin. Rising me, slow and sweet like a melody. Light in my chest, bright in my veins. Rising me, wash through the rain. Rising me, soft and wide like a memory. Hold to my heart, stay and see. Rising me. There were winters that stayed in the body long after the sky had turned mild and clear. Days when the mirror gazed back only distance. Nights when the dark sat too close to hear. There were rooms where I learned how to shrink myself. Hours I made myself small to survive. But even then, under all of the silence, something refused to stop being alive. A faint low thread under the noise and worry. A hush with heat in the center of it. A little gold line under the door frame. Proof that the soul does not fully quit. And I think of all the versions behind me, each one carrying what they could not name. Each one walking through weather with shaking hands. Each one protecting a hidden flame. I owe them tenderness, not erasure, not cold dismissal, not clean goodbye. I owe them sunlight on quiet mornings and open windows in a wider sky. Because every soft part I buried in caution still kept the pulse through the hardest years. Still kept the dream in the back of the bloodstream. Still found a way through the doubt and fear. And now when the wind turns warm in the evening and the glass oath pink from the end of the day, I feel all the locked up rooms inside me loosening, letting the dimness give way. Not into perfection, not into some right story polished for strangers to praise or repeat, but into something honest, living and open. Something with roots and a living heartbeat. Rising me, slow and sweet like a melody. Light in my chest, bright in my veins. Rising me, wash through the rain. Rising me, soft and wild like a memory. Go to my heart, stay insane. Rising me, Maybe the truest change comes quietly. Maybe it enters through plain little doors, through the smell of tea and the warmth of clean sheets, through bare feet crossing familiar floors. Maybe it starts when the body stops fighting every emotion that asks to be heard, when the throat stops turning every feeling into smoke and finally gives shape to a word. Maybe it grows in the pause after sorrow, in the air after tears have thinned, in the calm when you stop demanding answers and let a better rhythm begin. I have felt it in trains passing under midnight, in park grass bright from an early spring rain, and a friend laughing hard at the kitchen table, and music drifting up through the pain.
Soft ember spreads across the edge of the rooftops. Slow evening settling on quiet streets. Warm colors sliding through open curtains. Dust floating gentle in fading beams. The sky breathes wide above silent buildings. Clouds drifting thin in the cooling air. Distant footsteps echo along the pavement, fading slowly into the lengthening shade. Somewhere a window opens to the sound of wind, carrying faint voices across the quiet block. Nothing urgent moves inside this moment. Nothing asks the heart to hurry forward. The day loosens its hold on the city slowly. Colors turning softer with every passing minute. Light rests slow against the horizon line, like a memory that refuses to vanish. Every second feels stretched and calm, as if the world paused to listen to its own breathing. The warmth of the afternoon lingers on the walls, yet the evening pulls gently toward the quiet night. And inside the calm the chest grows lighter, like the fading glow leaves room for softer thoughts.
Stay in the last light. Stay in the gold sky. Slow with the evening. Stay, stay, stay by.
Yeah.
Stay in the last light.
Stay till stars rise.
Stay till stars rise.
Stay till stars rise.
Soft in the twilight.
Stay till twilight.
Stay, stay,
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
by.
yeah. The streets grow deeper in color as shadows lengthen. Windows shining faint across the quiet road. Distant traffic hums like a fading echo. Somewhere beyond the corner of sight, the air turns cooler as the sun slips lower. Soft wind brushing through branches overhead. Leaves whisper low along the sidewalks. The quiet movement filling the pause. The world moves gently towards stillness now. Each sound becoming softer and more distant. The sky blends orange into deep violet, colors dissolving into early night. Somewhere a radio plays behind a half-closed door, its melody drifting faint into the street. Every small moment carries a fragile beauty, the kind that only evening seems to hold. And even as darkness grows along the rooftops, the calm glow of the day remains inside the chest.
Stay in the last light.
Stay in the last light.
Stay till stars rise.
Stay till stars rise.
Soft in the twilight.
Stay till twilight.
Stay, stay, stay.
Yeah. Night begins gathering softly above the city. One star appearing in the deep blue sky. The quiet grows deep along the empty streets as windows glow warm behind thin curtains. Footsteps fade into the hush of the block, and the last colors of sunset dissolve completely. Yet the warmth of that fading glow still lingers somewhere in the chest, like a quiet reminder that every ending carries a trace of light, and every night begins with the gentle pause.
Stay in the last light.
Stay in the last light.
Stay till stars rise.
Stay till stars rise.
Soft in the twilight.
Soft in the twilight.
Stay, stay, stay. Stay in the last light.
Stay in the last light.
Stay till stars rise.
Stay till stars rise.
Soft in the twilight.
Soft in the twilight.
Stay, stay, stay.
The sky darkens slowly into deep midnight blue. City lights reflecting across quiet pavement. Distant conversations drift through the night air. Soft echoes moving between buildings. Yet inside the silence, the warmth of the fading evening still remains. A quiet glow carried beneath every breath. And even as the stars spread across the sky above the rooftops, that last soft light continues somewhere within, steady and calm beyond the passing day. Steady and calm beyond the passing day.
Stay in the last light. Stay till stars rise. Soft in the twilight.
soft glow. Stay where night flows. Slow through the heartbeat. Yeah, stay close. Stay close, stay close, stay close.
Low beam sliding over wet pavement. Late air cool through the narrow gap in the glass. The whole town turning soft at the edges. Storefronts stemming, traffic lights changing, with nobody there to ask. Wires overhead hum like a half-lost answer. Signs blink red, then gold, then blue. The road opens wide like a held-out hand, and every mile feels loose and new. No fixed point pulling at the chest tonight. No heavy clock pressing against the ribs. Only the roll of the wheels and the hush between songs. Only the dark and the way it gives. I watch the buildings thin into longer shadows. Watch the river catch one strip of white. Watch the city fall back into scattered sparks. Small as breath against the night. And somewhere between the overpass and the last gas station, all the noise I carry starts to fade. Every sharp thought turns smooth into motion. Every hard feeling slips into shade. There is peace in a road with no questions. Peace in a sky with no end in view. Peace in the kind of vow that asks for nothing. As the heart go quiet and pass right through. The dashboard glows with the low green patience. The mirror keeps a few lights far behind. And I let my thoughts move slow as smoke rings. Rising and breaking without trying to decide. Not every night needs a reason. Not every turn needs a name. Some hours exist like water under moonlight, shifting in silver and never the same. So I lean into the long black ribbon ahead of me. Let the silence settle where the day used to be. Let the rhythm of distance take over my breathing. Let the moving dark teach me how to be free. Hold me in the low light, spin me in the blue. Slow ride, all I need is you. Round and around where the soft lights move. Slow ride, carry me through. Hold me in the low light, stay till the dawn. Slow ride, keep me rolling on. Near in the dark where the lost hearts bloom. Slow ride, carry me through. Neon ripples on the hood like liquid color rain from an early hour still clings to the lane. The radio finds an old warm melody and loses it, then finds it again. Fields open up past the guardrail in silence, black and endless under a pale thin moon.